welcome back to Desk with Dr. B. And today we're going to be talking about an emotional bank account. An emotional bank account is basically like a regular bank account that you may have, and it has the same concept of you make deposits and you make withdrawals. When you go to your bank, whether you do a mobile check deposit or you go to your ATM or you go inside, you're depositing a check, you're depositing cash, whatever it may be, to build your bank account. And then we have our debit cards, which immediately withdraws money from our bank account that we have connected. Simple, easy, positive, negatives when it comes to math in our bank accounts. That same concept is applied to the emotional bank account. And each and every one of us has an emotional bank account with every person we come in contact with. That is your partner. That is your coworker, your boss, your family members, your church members, your neighbors, anyone that you are continually and repeatedly coming in contact with. You have an emotional bank account, whether you realize it or not. And this is an invisible bank account that really determines how people interact with you, what they're willing to accept from you, and so be it. So let me get into, just further detail about what it is that I mean by that. So, each and every one of us, like I said before, has an emotional bank account with, let's just use, for example, our partner each and every day. When we say something positive, you're dropping coins into this bank account and let it be something genuine. But for the sake of argument, we're making comments that are positive to one another, putting stuff in the bank account. Then we do something so sweet and nice. We remember their birthday. We bring them their favorite cup of coffee. Boom. Whether you realize it or not, you've made a deposit into that person's emotional bank account as it pertains to you. We are all human. And at some point in time, you're going to make a withdrawal. They're going to make you mad and you're going to snap. Or you may say something that just hurts their feelings intentionally or unintentionally. You are making withdrawals from their bank account. But when you've made a lot of deposits with the nice comments, you remembered them on their birthday, you brought them their favorite cup of coffee, or whatever it may be, whether you realize it or not, you've been making deposits. So when you make a withdrawal, hurt their feelings, okay, let's just say I had $1,000 in my bank account and that negative comment was a $200 withdrawal. You're now left with $800 in the positive. No big deal. You're still doing good. You just can't keep making withdrawal after withdrawal after withdrawal because then that's going to take you into the negative. And like one of my clients has said, the relationship that they have with their sibling is in a recession. And you don't want to be in a recession because when you're in a recession, when you're in the negative, when you do things, even if it's positive, it's like, we're just not in a good space. So I don't know if I should really believe anything that you're doing. Should I listen to anything that you're saying? And it's because we've allowed that emotional bank account, that interaction that we're having with this person to be in the negative on a very continuous basis to where the person just has no faith in us. So, for instance, someone that I work with, complete full on our emotional bank account, where this person has always shown up, always done what needed to be done. I have been able to I have been able to count on her for moving from one agency to the next. So when there was a time where she was like, oh my gosh, I double booked myself, I have to cancel and change, I literally was like, no big deal. Yeah, she was making a withdrawal, but her bank account with me was so overflowing until it didn't matter that she said that. I'm just kind of like, but she's always on point. She's always there. So it's no big deal that this has happened. And that's where we would like to get. Not saying that it is okay to treat people however it is you want to treat them, as long as you've got this emotional bank account on full. Because we also have to remember, you don't know where your emotional bank account is with someone. It'd be great to have that conversation with them, particularly if it's your partner, but I can't tell you where I am with my husband. And my husband wouldn't be able to tell you where he is with me for my emotional bank account towards him. But I'm actively being kind, not because I want my emotional bank account to be big, because I know at some point I'm going to make a withdrawal because I like to see him happy. But also I know me. I am not perfect, and something is going to happen. He's not going to like something, and I'm making a withdrawal. And I'm hoping that my bank account is full enough that that withdrawal doesn't take us backwards to a point of no return. So that's where I want you all to be. I want you all to look at your interactions, look at your relationships, assess where is your emotional bank account at? What deposits do I need to do? And again, those deposits need to be genuine. We know when someone's trying to blow smoke up our behinds, and nobody likes it. So, if you genuinely care about where your relationship is, you are hopefully going to be making intentional deposits into the relationship. There's things that you know you can do, and then you might be doing things that are absolutely wonderful without even realizing it. Because again, just like I know me, you're going to make a withdrawal and you don't want your bank account to be so close to the negative that you're walking into the recession in your relationship. So, I hope that you got a lot out of what was said, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Thank you for joining.